On first down, it's Armstrong, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Everyone got 4 down. Check 4. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Armstrong. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 at a Texans first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
He's checking. Crash. Check. 49. Check 49.
Now Watson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Second and 2. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield, and it's 3rd and short.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got to Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Check 41. Ready?
On first down, Fields. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
25, check 25, check 25.
On 2nd down, Love. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Love on first down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the play quickly.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Let's go. Check three. Check. Lucky. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Off the play fake. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 13. Check 13.
Off play action. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, P. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
55. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go. Wide. Get wide. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, come on.
The pig flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
God.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
My.
Here we go. Second ending. Check 3. Single. Match
On first down, here's Love. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. 80 weapons. Check 31, check 31.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields able to haul it in as Kittle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Smoke, smoke. 55's mine.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Watch, twist. Watch twist.
Back to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Fields looking for his running back, and he's got him. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
set. 18. 39. And 24.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got him.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
We got him. We got him.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. Set up. Twist. Watch out.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Justin Reed. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Hey, we gotta get to that. Mike over there. Focus, defense, focus.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
24.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24. 36. Kill.
24.
Kill. Turn up.
And a go.
Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Hey, 31.
From his end zone, Watson on third and long. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Jim.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taking it about the 36. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
The final shot before break. Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Alert three.
Second and 14. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
I'll take that. Can't never run it again, bro. I can tell you that.
Let's go. Now the wolf. Hey, three. Hey, 10. Cut.
Let's go. Check 24. Check 24.
Go, go.
On first down, Love. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Four down, four down, four down.
And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not. Resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Texans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Armstrong. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hatchet, hatchet. Right there in the middle, 55.
Hey, 55.
Mike, 55.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
Alert, alert.
Let's go. Come on.
Hey, 31.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Come
Gonna be
on.
incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Check, 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 check. Go, go. Go. The motion. Watch the motion. Back 55.
Off the play fake. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Under 10. 10.
Back to throw. Fields trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rush in. Watch the safety creep.
From the gun, Fields. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point.
Give me some. Here we go. Begin.
On 3rd down, Fields. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he puts it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
I ran that motherfucker up there and didn't go back.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
6-6. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Wins championships, man.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson, and that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4th down. Even.
Here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. Hey, no one. Okay. Bill, you mine. Switch. Deuce.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Love, and he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Set, ready. Henry. 66. Bullet. Half. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Check. Fresno.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 26.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Ready, go.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Love. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Niners on third down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 3, check 3. Check.
Here's Love again. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. On first down, Love. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Stop your whining.
On second down now, it's Love, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll run on first down. It's Armstrong, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
55, Mike 55.
Gotta do better.
Line him up.
Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's checking it.
Mike 8. Mike 8.
Check, check, check.
Now a give right side. It's Armstrong. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Crouch, crouch, crouch.
Kill, kill, kill.
Line him up.
They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Back to the 4. Line him up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing on first down. Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And that will line up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone.
See ya.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. The partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on